Day, and a very welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Prison Break. This is the 22nd episode of the 4th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. Speaking about links in the description, we are running our most likely to dislike characters of the season. It takes 30 seconds and your results might be shown in the final episode. Cannot wait to see who you guys choose. So, interestingly, last episode, I kind of feel like the season ended. Actually, I really do. You know, Michael, the company, everything, you know, that we've been building towards kind of was concluded. You know, we had the takedown of the General full circle. Do you know what I mean? We started season 1 with Lincoln in the chair and it ended up with the General in the chair, you know, getting the death penalty. We had Scylla being handed over to Killerman, who then actually give everybody else their, like, pardons, their freedom. Do you know what I mean? Sucre, you know, 4 years into the future, he's, you know, seeing his little daughter. You know, Michael, he's had a child as well with SARA. He's 4 years old as well. And now if you look at Michael, he sadly died. You know what I mean? So I have no idea how today's episode's going to go, because last one, we actually went with his death. We jumped into the future after obviously defeating Scylla, defeating the company. Everybody, you know, being happy, moving into the future, kids, family, all the good stuff. Everything that we kind of would have hoped for a final episode. And then obviously we concluded it with the death of Michael, with everybody stood at his grave, leaving a few flowers, saying a few words, and then obviously drifting off kind of like into the sunset. So I actually have no idea what today's episode is going to bring for us, and like how we're just going to go, surprise, Michael's back alive, if he's here in today's episode. Do you know what I mean? After seeing it in yesterday's. So I'm interested. I cannot wait. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are too. If you are, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Didn't think I'd be this nervous. Now or never.
It looks like he's getting married, to be fair.
Right, Poppy, let's do this.
Sucre looks a bit different. He's got a beard and longer hair.
You must be Michael. Your friend Fernando tells me you could use my services today.
You look beautiful.
It's my understanding you'd like to keep this simple.
We've never actually managed to keep anything simple.
Gather here to celebrate the union between Michael Schofield and Sarah Tancredi.
What's going on?
We have an arrest warrant.
What?
We were exonerated.
Sir! We were exonerated!
Up! We're not here for you. We're here for her. You're under arrest for the murder of Christina Hampton.
What?
Oh, look at this. It just feels like it just feels totally different. It literally feels like I'm starting a new season. Do you know what I mean? Very interesting. And also, he did kill Christina. I would have thought that would have been part of the exoneration when he was signing with Killerman. I thought all cards would have been on the table, if I'm being totally honest. You know what I mean? Like, but then again, if you've got factual CCTV proofs, then does really signing a signature by the Attorney General or whatever kind of like outweigh the physical evidence that you actually have killed somebody? Do you know what I mean? And also, because you do have factual evidence, should she not be going down for at least like 15-20 years? You know what I mean? Very interesting, actually, this episode. We've gone obviously 4 years into the future in the last and said Michael's died, but then today we've gone 4 years into the past. So that means that she gets out of prison, because last episode she was out 4 years into the future. Mind blown.
They're trying to break both of you. Look, she has a constitutional right to reasonable visitation. I'll draw up an order to show cause and get it before a judge immediately.
Pull the trigger, Michael.
Drop the gun!
Misfire.
Look, you were all exonerated. It did not sit well with law enforcement.
Aren't I supposed to be in a different facility?
I don't think so.
I haven't been convicted of anything yet. I'm supposed to be in a jail. This is prison.
Overcrowding and budget cuts fish. This is the jail.
You got everything you need over there? Why don't you go help her make her bed?
Don't let them spook you. They just like to intimidate.
They're good at it.
The other wing's practically empty. You can ride it out till your court date there.
I feel like that girl with the glasses in Orange Is the New Black. I'm not too sure. There she is. Good old Gretchen, I'm saying. Guards, look at them all. Why are they surrounding her?
What's going on?
I remembered your pretty face from the papers.
You're not going anywhere, fish. Half a dozen guards lost their jobs and pensions at Fox River. Another dozen were put on probation after you decided To leave a door open for your boyfriend and his 7 convict pals.
That's right. It looked like that welcome wagon ran over your face. Need something, you just ask for me.
Mate, I'm liking them vibes. It just feels good. It feels good to be back in a prison.
Special delivery.
Oh, no way. Oh, he's still alive, innit? It's not that time yet.
Little cash spread around the place.
I told you, the government's frozen my assets.
You ain't never been incarcerated before, and I ain't never been incarcerated here before. And let's just say this handicapped con ain't got the juice they had back in Fox River.
One of our friends has been apprehended by the authorities. Looks like we've got a new neighbor.
Right, before we go into this, mate, it's actually very interesting. You know, it actually is, because it can. The thing is, because of how it ended last episode, it reveals the fate of all these in today's episode, which I kind of don't get. Do you know what I mean? Like, did this come out way after the last episode? Do you know what I mean? Or is it just the weekly thing? So, do you know what I mean? It come out today, and then the week after, it come out literally 7 days later. Because if we look at last episode, we had 4 years into the future, and we had SARA out of prison, we had the baby obviously being born, we had the general being executed, and we had it looked like T-Bag was back in Fox River, to be honest, not this prison, and he had people holding his pocket. So I do think like it's kind of like strange, if you know what I mean, the fact that like we're here seeing them as soon as he got arrested, but then we know the fate of them because 4 years down the line they've already shown it us. Do you know what I mean? 100 grand.
Capital you no longer have. My rainy day fund, you know where it is. They're not gonna let me out of here, no matter how many shysters I hire. Get that to our friend in the sister cells across the compound.
And it's being passed to Gretchen. That's what I'm thinking, man. We're not seeing who it is, but yeah, I knew it. Oh, hey, mate, from Glee.
Excuse me. Bad move.
She doesn't know what to do. Does she go over and sit down or what?
You're much braver than I give you credit for. Either that or you're amazingly naive. Do I look like I want to talk to you? I don't call her daddy for nothing. That's her wife. And those are her kids.
Oh, nobody knows she's pregnant, do they?
Can't go to infirmary without a release form.
Poison.
Nah, that's that government cheese. You'll get used to it.
If I don't get to the hospital in the next 15 minutes, I will die and my baby will die. Please.
It's Cowler. We had an inmate going to the infirmary.
You and your baby are gonna be okay. Then how about talking to me about your face? You wanna tell me how that happened?
I caught an elbow playing basketball.
Baby induced, we'll secure you in an ambulance, take you to St. Lucia down the road. We'll cordon off a room. There'll be 3 armed guards in there with me when you give birth. After the mothers come back here, the depression's almost unbearable. My advice, it's a lot less messy if you just think of yourself as a surrogate.
You know, Michael could take the baby and bring it for visitation. I know it's not the best, but at least it's not getting taken away.
Listen, your wife had an incident earlier today. Someone tried to poison her.
If I had a list of all the people who might come to visit me, your name would be at the bottom, somewhere below Jesus Christ and Scooby-Doo.
Father to father, to leave her alone. You can kill me if you want to kill me. I'll trade my life for hers.
If you were killed, your pain would last a moment. If Sarah were killed, your pain would last the rest of your life. Don't
That
worry,
was
my
T-Bag's approach, wasn't it, last episode?
If I find out anything, I'll be sure to let you know.
T-Bag was saying, I could hurt you or kill you. Or basically, I could rape you, and Michael would see that every time he looks at you.
If I grant her a transfer, everybody's going to want one.
What about segregated housing?
Is there something that I should know about the structural integrity of Shu?
You do know she's pregnant.
His nose is bleeding again. Bit ruthless saying you don't care that she's pregnant, innit? With everyone trying to kill her.
Sarah Tencredi is not getting any preferential treatment.
If she stays in that prison, someone's gonna kill her. I guess we don't have a choice.
Another breakout.
We're breaking her out.
Bravest, most honorable man I've ever had the pleasure of serving with.
Ended because obviously I am as honored as this drug-addicted murderer.
Completely exonerated of all crimes associated with his involvement with the company.
Let's move on, shall we? All those in favor of reinstating Alexander Mahone, a special agent in the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Aye.
Thank you for the invite, Richard. It's always a pleasure.
Sarah Tencredi
was arrested recently and is currently being housed at the Miami-Dade State Penitentiary.
So this is why you invite me in.
Obviously, if Schofield were to be able to pull off this plot of another breakout, the public embarrassment would be immense to the Bureau. Someone to get us credible information, that would be worth something to us.
Mate, I hope he sticks by him. He was there after he died.
First things first. Let's get her out of there.
What's all that?
He looks well different.
Covering 7 different escape attempts from Miami-Dade State Pen over the last 60 years. None of them successful.
Like, we parachute in. Yeah, you parachute in, you find her, we get her out.
Are you kidding?
I'm serious.
That's suicide.
We need some more information about the prison, so let's do some recon work.
Is he going to create like he done last time? Do you remember last time when he was in Fox River and he set the alarms off and he went on the top and he was looking down and how fast the feds come and, you know, which street he took and he went down Fitzgerald or something? Maybe he does that as well. Maybe he causes something that looks like a smoke or a bomb or something like that and sees like how they react, what resources go there. Do you know what I mean? But it's interesting. I'm liking it so far.
I don't know what you want, but I promise you I will go down fighting.
Damn, baby, I ain't gonna hurt you. And I was thinking, if you want to get yourself a little fresh air and not have to worry about getting stuck in the back, then you could come and work with me.
You're the Fed for my wedding.
Saying if you were gonna try and revoke her sentence, bullets fly, Michael. And if she were to get hurt, that'd be on you. So, where's all your little buddies?
Doing recon, mate. You know, while you're focusing on Michael, they're focusing on the prison.
Drop in some more dries.
Hey, look at him getting the laser measure out, mate.
32 feet from the east camera.
I like that with a laser measure. That actually is true, that you'll be able to get the distance. Reckon Sarah's accepted this offer or what?
Handing out condoms to cons don't make you no damn surgeon.
What in the hell is the matter with you?
You ain't even asked
For
me
real,
if she can
for
come
real,
on up
for
in
real.
here.
One
and
day,
I'm
for real. Can we go one day without your mouth? One. I'm sorry. You gotta forgive my old lady. You just a little bit easy on the eyes. And, it's rough. It's hard running a family. It's important though that you have one. 18 years is a long time to wait. So, you know, if this ain't for you, that's cool. Then you pick up that nasty oil, take it out and put it in the repository.
Would you join the gang if you was her or not? I don't know, it's tough, innit? You know, you gotta stand your ground, but... Was Lincoln seeing her?
We gotta go, bro.
Get your hands off me. When I'm good and ready. What's Burroughs doing by the fence?
Line it up, cons. Back inside.
I mean, it's obvious what he's doing there, isn't it? She won't be stood at the fence for no reason.
He's paying his people to dust that Tancredi chicken, bitch pop. My woman will do it for a cut rate.
Says, what kind of discount are you proposing here?
He's offering 100 grand. My girl will take 30.
So you have no cash whatsoever.
But you're offering 100 grand.
I couldn't hear you over the sound of that broken record.
He's not even told the offer.
Changed my mind.
Yeah, well, maybe Daddy changed her mind.
Word's right. I recently have rolled up my welcome mat.
Please, may I be a part of your family?
I would love that. Sit down. I really would. But see, it's not that easy just saying I do. It's something you gotta prove.
Oh, she's got to take a stamp, a brand.
To the family code.
Yo, mate, that would actually kill. Do you know what? It's weird watching this, you know? Like, we don't get the dun, 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 do you know, before it goes into the darkness. Like, I don't know. It feels good. It feels like I'm watching Orange is the New Black again. I'm not going to lie. I wish, do you know what? I wish I'd ever watched that show so that then I could now watch this show again. You know what I mean? Like, and how good would it have been if that Orange is the New Black was a spin-off from the Prison Break? You know what I mean? Like, they segued in. And boom, mate. And I liked Piper, you know, don't get me wrong, you know, I thought Orange is the New Black was great, to be honest, really good. But, like, it would have been sick if Sarah was in there and we kind of, like, segued out and boom into that one. It would have been so good. But, I don't know, I just like the prison vibes and it just feels like a different show, to be honest. Like, this whole episode, I don't know, Kind of been about Sarah, not Michael. Do you know what I mean? I'm not kind of used to that.
You don't, man. What's going on? We gotta talk. They offered me my old job back if I came down here to spy on you. Now, the Fed you're talking about, his name is Wheatley. He's running point.
Motorable is here, visible by 2 security cameras along the perimeter of the prison.
What about secondary entrances?
No loading dock, no personnel entrance.
Fences?
15 feet high, covered in razor wire.
Right here. If Sarah can get back to that spot, we can breach the fence.
It's risky, Michael.
That's all we've got.
It's clean. Take it to Tancredi.
Remember when I taught you about flowers? I wish I was with you now. See you holding one in your hand. Tomorrow, PM, 7, oil dump.
It's some next level shit that though, innit? Honestly, it really is.
It's like you've been busy.
Yeah, but Warren, Agent Wheatley.
I was gonna say that.
No, I don't need one. My testimony would be that your brother let me in. Once inside, saw all this evidence.
All you have evidence of is an exonerated citizen standing on a public road taking pictures of a public building. Last I checked, it's not a crime. The warden won't let me see my wife. So I figured if I found a few lapses in security, pointed them out as a gesture of good faith, she might change her mind.
You guys
That's good.
Know if anything comes up, right?
You'll be the first to know.
On the outside, I was known for getting the job done, no matter what. I got paid well for it. As I understand it, you do favors for those who reciprocate.
What's she trying to get out of it? Oh.
Looky here.
No, that brown ain't mine, boss. You know this. I do no chunks. Nobody's going down with it.
I love you too.
Just got the decision from the court. They're ordering the warden to allow supervised visitation.
They're gonna be listening to every word you say. You gotta be careful about this.
If she understood my letter, she'll find a way to tell me.
Blink Morse code?
No, you could just say something simple. I feel like you could easily, like, mention it without actually saying it. Did you receive my letter? Yeah. You know, did you like the story about the flower? Yeah, I did. That would kind of just signify, you know what I mean? Signify to each other that both of you are on the same wavelength and you know what's going to happen and what's going to go down.
My God. Who did this to you?
I'm okay.
I'm sorry, it's just hard. I miss you so much.
No touching.
Just have to hang in there, okay? Did you get my letter? But I hope you understood.
There you go.
What I meant to tell you. I will be there for you. See you soon.
Do you not think it's pretty snide that you can't give him a hug on that? I understand that they can give him something, but I don't know. I'd strip down so it's just like imitate who it is, you know what I mean? So I could give some sort of contact. He's going to have people putting stuff up. Yeah, look.
I was thinking a lot about the photos and the mock-up that you showed me at the loft. I found a blind spot right along the fence line over here due to a retrofit. It's a good thing I found this when I did, before anyone tried to escape.
Do you know what would be sick, right? If you was an absolute pinpoint precision slingshot person and you could just wait for the camera and just ping, like, I don't know, like a bit of glue or something sticky, you know, like slaps right onto it, and then obviously you can just proceed with the plan that you was doing anyway.
How's she gonna climb that fence without being seen, huh?
And I'm guessing there's no telephone wire for her to climb across.
What was that you were saying about parachutes?
Have you ever worn a parachute?
Don't worry. I think I've got a plan.
When you and Michael sent me back to that prison, you did give me a piece of chewing gum. I mean, what kind of man would I be if I didn't include your program?
Look, all you gotta do is set off the fire alarm in here tomorrow night, 7:30. $5 grand in your kick once this whole thing jumps off.
The love of Michael's life? That's only worth $5,000? I need 6 figures.
That's all we got.
Well, like a day for you, I know somebody who does. The General's man. You wire that money to me by 7 p.m. tomorrow, and we're in business.
Up that, innit? He can get the money though, the guy does know where it is. He's ready day fund, he was saying, didn't he?
You should have seen the look on Michael's face when he saw me fixing that fence and
oh, way, man.
Camera. He's gonna find a way back into that prison. Your job won't be over until you give us enough evidence to put him back behind bars.
A little bit disappointed in Mahomes on that one, to be honest. I've liked him all season, but disappointed with that decision. I don't understand how you want your job back so much, you know what I mean? They screwed you many times as well.
You're a tough girl to get alone. I know he's breaking you out. I'm coming with you. You think you would have lasted this long if I wanted you dead? I want you dead. You're still alive. I think it's hard to stay alive when you know who's coming after you. I'm coming with you, or nobody's going.
Sometimes you just acquire people along the way. We learned that in season 1, didn't we? Do you know what I mean? When Abruzzo and all that joined it. And that's the end of the episode. Do you see what I mean? Like, I'm always waiting for the din, din, din. Do you know what I mean? Because it kind of gives you the segue between, like, a break or finish the show or whatnot. And I like today's episode. I'm not going to lie. You know, the feel, the being inside of the prison, again, it's just really good. You know, it just gives me season 1 vibes. To be honest, I said it once, I'll say it again. It just gives me Orange is the New Black vibes. Obviously, because it's all-female prison, do you know what I mean? And as well, because we got the same character that was in both of them, you know what I mean? One's here. She's actually going to the hole, though, and then obviously was in that one. I just feel like it's really good. And, like, I'm glad Gretchen's back. And I was saying, I think, last episode in the outro, that we didn't really see what actually happened to her. Did she die? Did she get arrested? Where's she gone? Do you know what I mean? Until we see that, we don't really know. And then I feel like, you know, we had a lot of on-screen time for Sarah in today's episode. Don't usually get that as well. So I did enjoy it. You know, the mix-up was good. Michael trying to successfully do another breakout. Now, I've got to say, though, you know, if he does break her out in the next episode, because literally there's only one left, and that would have been technically the last ever episode of the show. You know what I mean? Unless they anticipated that it was going to get picked up for a new season and they kind of left it on a cliffhanger. You know, I don't watch, like, iCarly, for example, but like recently that got cancelled and basically that ended on a cliffhanger. They thought they was going to have a new season, you know what I mean? And then I think, like, she said mum, and then it's just not been picked up again. And it's like, mate, every person that's ever watched it has always been interested to say, where the parents, you know what I mean? Why is she always living with that Spencer? You know what I'm saying? And it's just kind of like, hey, do you know what I mean? Like, they could do it where, like, they're about to break Sarah out, or we're waiting for the next season and it never comes, or maybe they do it and it's like, wow, you know, they kind of crammed another prison break in to 2 episodes. Like, what's that about? You know what I mean? And I'm trying to think of what would be the reason for actually doing this and, like, going forward with this plan. Like, why did we need to add this one step in and not finish on the last one? Now, even though I did enjoy it, you know what I mean? Only the next episode will reveal why episode 22 wasn't the finale and we had to get the episode 24. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for the next one. Hopefully it's really good. But like I said, today's episode, the vibe was different. The intro, the cutscene things, like, it all feels very different. It felt like a new season. So, I know, there's only one left, you know what I mean, of this current format, and I can't wait to see, obviously, what it has in store. That's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you're not yet voted for your most likely to dislike characters of the season, please do, because, yes, tomorrow is the final episode of Season 4, which technically would have been the final ever episode of the show until it got renewed 10 years later. Do you know what I mean? So I'm really excited to see what decisions are to be made, and, you know, I feel like it's really, you know, it's really weird, to be honest, watching the show after the reveal of last episode, because, like, we kind of know where it kind of goes, but we don't know how we get there. So I kind of like that as well. You know, I've seen shows before where, like, the opening of the first episode, you kind of see, so, like, death. You know what I mean? We will start the season and we will see Sucre dead. And it's like, what the hell, mate? Sucre's died. And then what you do is you get the remaining 10 episodes of the season and it's the build-up. It's like, how did we get there? Who's killed him? And we're trying to figure it out all along the way. And it's kind of like the same approach that we got today. So, like, last episode, we got told that the general was getting executed. You know, T-Bag's back in prison in Fox River. Michael's passed away. You know, they've had children. Today we learned that they've been married. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now we're looking at the aftermath of when they first got their exoneration to how they got to the point of the last episode. So obviously it's got to be crammed into 2, today's and tomorrow's, but I'm excited to obviously see what we reveal. You know what I mean? We know that the general gets executed and we know that Michael does pass away, but how does that happen? You know, how does Michael pass away? Does he get killed? You know what I mean? Is this a failed attempt in breaking Sarah out? Or is it his illness that takes him down? Do you know what I mean? Like, loads of questions that need to be answered, and obviously tomorrow is going to be revealed. So like I said, mate, if you're not yet voted for your most likely to dislike characters of the season, please do, because like I said, it's going to be done in the introduction and I cannot wait to see who everybody chooses. But, you know, good episode today. Gretchen's back. She wants to be part of the escape. Like I said, mate, you require people. You know, you look at season 1 and it was supposed to be just Michael and Lincoln, and then Sucre got on board, and then obviously you ended up T-Bag finding out, and then Abruzzi there wanted to be on the knit, and Charles Westmoreland need to bring him in, and then Tweena. Do you know what I mean? Like, it all starts steamrolling ahead when people actually know what's about to happen, and I'm excited to see the final episode. Thanks for checking out today's. If you did enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.